So do a little video on here, on this Genesis, this Remington GENESIS bloody air rifle of mine. So it's this camera's giving me hell just lately. Yeah, so it's .177 cal, so 4.5 mil. This is 1,000 foot per second one. I just found a write-up because I had problems with it, and in a nutshell, the barrel was loose into here. Well, obviously no one else ever thought to check, because I'm hoping it's going to fix it, because what I've done is in under here, if you got one of these you'll see it, if you haven't you'll just have to take my word for it, is a grub screw that holds the barrel. Holds the barrel into this piece, because this is the hinge point, so where you break it. And it's a bit of a shit design, because that grub screw goes in from the bottom, and I don't suppose there's much different between the 1,000 foot per second air rifle and the 600 and whatever. The 600 and whatever feet per second will have a little bit less tension on the spring, I'm guessing. But there's about 28 pound of torque to lock it over, so that you can load it. Which kind of the grub screws in the middle, so you're putting and this is not a very nice fit into here. It's I'd almost say it's shoddy workmanship, so it's not very tight into here, so that allows the barrel to twist, and in a nutshell then it loses accuracy, which means if it doesn't go back in the same spot when you tighten it, you've got to zero it again, because all the write-ups I've seen is that it doesn't hold zero and this, that. And yeah, that's a 3-9 by 40 scope, but I'm blind as a bat, so it's not that I'm shooting any distance, I just want to be able to see. So in a nutshell, hopefully that'll fix it. And see, it even affected these sights, from what other people were saying. And these are fairly cheap and whatever, but I mean, you could use them. People do, and people rave about them. But yeah, no good for me because I'm blind. But yes, in a nutshell, because that one's mounted off of there, this part stays where it's supposed to, that part there moves inside of this part, therefore it's always going to be inconsistent. So yeah, I've tightened it as tight as I can get it. I'm suspecting it'll come loose again. So yeah. And I've oiled it for the first time, so who knows. I've put the scope back on because I pulled it right down, had a good old look at it. But yeah, I should have bought a new one. I should have bought the Gammo. It was only another $100 for round figures, and it's brand new. Whereas I paid $200 for that second hand. So, but anyway, I mean the barrel looks in good nick internally, but I mean it's an air rifle. I mean, how many rounds can you put through it? It's not, you know. So yeah, I'll take that back out tomorrow and see if I can get it to shoot properly. Radio. Out for now.